Hi, everybody. If you're 45 or older, talk to your doctor, schedule a colonoscopy. We got our two little girls there. Those are Blueberry Sprinkle. They are a amazing rooter. I'll tell you that. They're doing way better rooting than anything else I've got going right now. These are my nightcrawlers. Doing very well in here. We've got sawdust and peat. We've got a little bit of my homemade glacial rock dust, which is just blue clay dried out. This is my homemade potting soil. It's got a few amendments, pretty much everything that I have around that I'm using in my grow. I'm using in small unprocessed pretty much amounts, like bone meal type things, and stuff. So what we're doing is we're transplanting our little seedlings into solo cups. I pre-moistened my soil just a little bit so it's not hydrophobic. You can't squeeze out any water, but it does clump up. Started out as this stuff here. I can clump it a little bit, but it just kind of breaks apart. All right, so that is already pre-inoculated or, pre-amended. So it could slowly break down as it's sitting in this thing here for the last few weeks, maybe a month and a half. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding our shit, literally our shit. A little bit of our rabbit compost. Okay, if you want to know how this was made, look at my rabbit crap trap video, and you'll be able to see how I set up the feeding platform for them, let's call it, and then how I harvested and how I baited them in and all that. Anyways, a lot of you who are familiar with this channel are familiar with that video. So we're adding some of that. We've got our worm castings. Those are my nightcrawler castings in there. I'm just going to add, a little palm full of our rabbit compost fortified with willow. So that's our rooting hormone stuff, growth hormone. Take a handful of our worm castings, mix those in. Very, very basic. I'm going to take on any sticks. Like I said, this is all stuff made on the property as far as the finished product. I made this potting soil here. Some of the amendments were purchased, the blood meal and the bone meal that I used in here, but the rest of the stuff was made on site for the most part. I think that is pretty much the true statement. I mean, the peat was collected here. There's a little bit of sawdust in the worm castings, which came from offsite, but they were produced all natural. Anyways, I pre-measured out enough soil because I'm only inoculating it with the rabbit crap here for the last time. What do we got there? We got some cutworms. We want to get rid of those. Those are bad dudes. This soil has not been cooked or anything like that, so it's all natural. So, if I was to bring this stuff in the house, it would probably have other bugs in it. So, it's basically an outside mix. These will go inside for a few days because they're going to be in underneath a light. But anyways, that's about it. We're going to fill our cup. Boom. Show you the roots on these bad girls. Boom. There's the roots. My little plug. That is a combination of my potting soil and peat, or potting soil and cocoa. And that's just going to pop in here. I'm going to fill around it with dirt, press it down a little bit, and then we are off to the races. Just wanted to make this short little video. But like I said, you just got to pack it around, making quite a mess here. But boom, done. We're going to do that again. And then we're going to get these off to our friends. So, thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate you all, everybody who's hanging out. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, anybody that hasn't already. Leave a comment, my local people, and I believe there is one plant left that is not intended for anyone. And then I do have a friend that had a couple, I don't remember exactly how many he said, but I know there's probably two other plants that are going to be gifted away. So get a hold of me if you're in the area. If you can get to my area, you can have one of those plants. It's a 21-year-old white widow. Thanks everybody for watching. Peace. Love y'all.